Oh, hi, this is Dr. Srinivas Kaveti from New York. I wish everybody a happy, healthy day today, and we are celebrating it all over the world, April 7th. I want to touch base a little bit about the history and why we are celebrating and what are the obligations of government. First of all, after World War II, the whole world was facing human crisis. I mean, it could be health crisis, or people died, and a lot of people became disabled. So, World Health Organization (WHO) was constituted on April 7th, and the first year they have celebrated July 22nd. They have celebrated World Health Day. Every year, World Health Organization is having an agenda for celebrating. Every year, 1 year they had physical health, another year they had mental health, and this year they said in 2023 that all world has to be healthy. Why they come up with this? We have to go back and see little what happened a couple of years ago, the pandemic. Because of COVID, there was a health revolution and health consciousness revolution in the world. And if you want to have a good health, a right to life, as stipulated in the human rights, we have a right to life, but right to life also constitute to live healthy. And to live healthy, you need to have, you need to eat well. If you need to eat well means you need to be financially secure. So who provides this financial security? Obviously, it's going to be the governments. So in the past, we all had in the Constitution and in the human rights, we had right to life and right to live with dignity. But now the whole world, they have to look to live healthy. To healthy means to eat good food and to increase your immunity. If you look at the world, it's not because if you see the world, there are three types of countries divided on the earth. One is a developed nation, second are developing nations, and third are third world countries. I mean, there's no equality. Why? Because the developed worlds, they can provide a good environment, and they also provide good measures in the Western world, which are developed world, and the developing nations as well. So whose obligation is that? That's a government obligation. That means you should have a better job, and people should have a financial security. If they have financial security, they can buy good food and they can live healthy. So if you look at the third world countries or developing nations, the governments, they have to make it as a law that right to life also includes to right to have a healthy life. So what does it mean? The legislations have to be changed. That means the World Health Organization and Security Council and United Nations, they have to stringent the laws that right to life is not just a right to live with dignity and peace, but to right to live healthy. So if you see the post and pre-pandemic, the whole world now, they are trying to live a healthy life by doing more exercises, and they're trying to eat better food so that it increases the immunity. The whole world is looking at preventive measures, not just going to a doctor when you become sick and take treatment. So now the whole world is looking at to prevent certain diseases, and they become more conscious of being healthy by doing exercises, by eating better food and increasing the immunity. How this is all possible? If you don't stringent the laws, if you don't change the laws, it is not possible for the whole world for the governments also, because it is an obligation on the government, because we are the taxpayers. So it is the obligation on the governments to change the constitution, to change certain human right laws, so that the government makes certain measures and provide certain financial security, and there's an obligation on the government to even eradicate poverty. So that means the developed nations have to work with developing nations so that they can change the law. And being legislators and lawyers and judiciary as the judges, it is an obligation on the lawyers and the parliamentarians, lawmakers and judges, and even the United Nations to change the laws. So as a lawyer, it is my opinion as an international lawyer that how can we achieve this? So the only way we can achieve this is by changing the law. So we have to make a change, and we have to let the government knows that the law has to be changed, and there has to be certain referendums, and there have to be certain movements by the citizens all over the world. And if it becomes if the citizens get aware, they will change the laws in each country, and all the countries, United Nations, will come together, and the whole world will be a better place to live. And this is my legal analysis from an international lawyer standpoint. Thank you very much.